प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुः पापात्मनां त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्त्वमलात्मना बर्हापीडं नटवरवपु कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च माला रन्ध्रान्वेणो रद्धरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तद्घ्वं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। The divine souls, the devotees of the Supreme Lord, the sadhak gan. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. As customary, we will chant the divine name of the Lord for a few minutes, following which we will delve into today's topic. Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। Now please try to be very attentive and listen very carefully. Today is a very special day in the lives of all devotees of Sri Radha Krishna and Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. This day is a very big significance to all of us. According to the English calendar, on this day, 11th November 2013, Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu performed his final divine pastime in this material world. He's not left us per se, but this was the end of his divine pastimes in this dissension, divine dissension and the material earth. My topic, as you heard, is a moment with the Master. Who is a master and who is a servant? Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, Jiver Swarup hoy Krishner Nitya Das. The Jivatma, or the individual souls, are eternal servants of Shri Krishna. Nitya Das. I'm sure by now we all know that we're not the body. कि मैं शरीर नहीं हूँ. We are the soul, Atma, Jeev, Jivatma, many names. So we are all servants, Das, and our master is Shri Krishna, Radha Krishna. But is Shri Krishna the supreme master, or is there greater masters than him? He's our master, but what kind of master is he? What kind of Swami is he? Let's see what the Vedas say. A very beautiful rendition comes in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Kaha paramo devaha, kaha paramo devaha. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, second mantra. Who is the supreme master? That supreme master above whom there is no other master. Topmost supreme master. Kuto bhayaha. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, second mantra. Who is that master that even death, Yamraj, the god of death, is afraid of? Kasya Jnanena. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, second mantra. Who is that master by knowing whom we automatically attain all knowledge? There's no need to know anything else. There's not many questions, just few questions. And for the answer, the Vedas themselves tells us, Krishno havai paramam daivatam. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, third mantra. Shri Krishna is our supreme Lord, our supreme master. There is none above him. Govindan mrityur vibheti. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, third mantra. Shri Krishna is such a terror. He's so terrifying that even death, Yamraj is afraid of him. Bhaya dasyagnistapati bhaya tapati suraya. Ved. Govind gopi janavallabha jnanena khilam tad gyatam bhavati. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, third mantra. And by knowing that Shri Krishna, the beloved of the gopis, all knowledge is automatically attained. Beautiful verse from Bhagavad Mahapuran. Yatha taror mula nishechanena triptyanti tatskanda bhujo pashakha pranopaharach yathendriyanam tathaiva sarvananamachyuteja. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 4th canto, 31st chapter, 14th verse. This verse from Bhagavad Mahapuran says, just pour water in the root of the tree, jar, in the root, and automatically water will go to the branches the leaves, the flowers, the fruits, etc. There's no need to make separate efforts. Just like someone is hungry and he eats food, and he doesn't worry about what the food is going to do when it goes into the body. He's just hungry and he eats. And the food automatically nourishes. He has no idea or even thinks about what it's going to do to the blood, the flesh, the muscle, the bone, etc. In the same way, once we attain knowledge of Sri Krishna, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, automatically we'll attain all knowledge. Bhagavad Mahapuran is saying. So, Sri Krishna is that supreme master. There is none above him. Again the Vedas say, Tamishwaranam paramam maheshwaram, tam devatanam paramam cha daivatam, patim patinam paramam parastad, vidama devam bhuvaneshamidyam. Shvetashvataropanishad, chapter 6, verse 7. He is the God of all gods, the God of all the devatas, all gods. The supreme master, there's none above him. People, we read the scriptures and not understand the deeper meaning. These are divine words, and misinterpret the scriptures. So many say that Sri Krishna is a descension of Mahavishnu, Bhagwan Vishnu. He is not the supreme master. There are three Vishnus. Karano Dakshai Vishnu, Garbho Dakshai Vishnu, Kshiro Dakshai Vishnu. Karano Dakshai Vishnu is also known as Mahavishnu. What does he do? From every pore of his body, infinite solar systems come out. Every moment. Infinite solar systems, Brahmand, emanating. This is Mahavishnu, Karano Dakshai. An expansion of Mahavishnu, descension, is Garbho Dakshai, Vishnu. What does he do? So from the pore of Mahavishnu, which come in infinite solar systems, for every solar system there is a Vishnu. Every solar system. That is the Garbho Dakshai. He's sustainer of that solar system. In the Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran it says, Sankhya chitada samasti na vishwanam kadachana Brahma Vishnu Shivadinam tatha sankhya na vidyate. Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran. It may be possible to count every single grain of sand on the earth. Yet no one can count how many solar systems there are, Brahmand, or how many Vishnu, how many Brahma, how many Shiv. Bhinna bhinna pratiloka vidhata, bhinna Vishnu, Shiva mana dishitrata. Ramayana. So there are uncountable solar systems. And every solar system has its own Brahma who creates that solar system, its own Vishnu who sustains the solar system, and its own Shiv who destroys it. That Vishnu is called Garbho Dakshai. And the third one is Kshiro Dakshai. He's also known as Paramatma. that Vishnu resides in our heart. He takes note of our thoughts and ideas and punishes or rewards us accordingly. So, 3. And the highest is Mahavishnu. About this Mahavishnu, Vedavyas, who is also descension of Sri Krishna, Avesha avatar, he says, Yasyaika nishwasita kalam athavalambya जीवन्ति लोम बिलजा जगदन्दनाथा विष्णुर्महांस इह यस्य कला विशेषो गोविन्दमारि पुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, verse 48. Vedavyas, also Bhagavan, he is this Vedavyas who's put the Vedas in book form. Originally, there was only one Ved. Vedavyas divided it into 4. This is how he got the name Vedavyas. He's the writer of the 18 Puranas, etc. Vedant. So he's the topmost authority. He is saying, I am a worshipper of that Sri Krishna Govind, that Sri Krishna whose partial manifestation is known as Mahavishnu. So, according to Vedavyas, Mahavishnu is a descension of Sri Krishna, and not the other way around. So, it is proven that Sri Krishna is the supreme master, our master. But that Sri Krishna, he also has a master. But you were just saying that he is the supreme master. There's none above him. And now you're saying he also has a master. He also has a master. Who is the master of Sri Krishna? The Vedas tell us, Krishnena aradhyate iti radha. Rigvedi Radhikopanishad. That Sri Krishna, that supreme Brahm, supreme master, whom Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, everyone worships, he worships someone also. Who does Sri Krishna worship? He worships Radha. Radharani is the Swamini, the master of Sri Krishna. Why? The Vedas tell us, Atma tu Radhika tasya Ved. Because Radharani is the Atma, the soul of Sri Krishna. She's not the wife of Sri Krishna. She's not the girlfriend. She is Atma, the soul of Sri Krishna. The dearest thing to us is our soul. And since Radharani is the soul of Sri Krishna, she is the dearest thing to him. This is why Sri Krishna himself says in the Brahmanda Puran, Radhaiva Radhyate Maya. I worship only Radharani. But we should not think that there is a difference between Radha and Sri Krishna. Even though Sri Krishna is worshipping Radha, she is a Swamini, yet there is no difference. Our beloved Gurudev, Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, has written so many books. One of his most beautiful composition is the Bhakti Shatak. 100 dohas, couplets, containing all the philosophy of all the Vedas, all the Shastras, all the Puranas, Mahabharat, Ramayana, etc. He says in Bhakti Shatak, Joi Radha Soi Krishna hai, इनमें भेद नमान राधे राधे। एक है ह्लादिनी शक्ति अरु शक्तिमान एक जान राधे राधे। Bhakti Shatak, second doha. In other words, Shri Krishna is the inseparable form of Shri Radha, and Shri Radha is the inseparable form of Shri Krishna. There is no difference between Radha and Krishna. Radha Rani is Hladini Shakti, the bliss potency. Shri Krishna is Shaktiman, omnipotent. Again, the Vedas also tell us, Yeyam Radha Yasha Krishna Sabdhid Dehas Chaika Kinanata Dvidha Bhoot Atharva Vedi Radhika Tapani Upanishad. This Ved month is saying there's no question of Radha and Krishna being two. Do hai nahi. They don't even have two bodies. There's only one supreme Brahm, one supreme power that takes two forms, do roop. Two forms. For what? Krida. Krida means Leela, divine pastimes. Again the scripture says, Radhika Krishna Rupam cha Krishno Radha Swarupaka. Sanak Kumar Sanghita. Radha Rani is the form of Shri Krishna, and Shri Krishna is the form of Radha Rani. Sometimes Radha Rani comes as Shri Krishna, sometimes Shri Krishna comes as Radha Rani. Radha Rani herself says in the Brahmanda Puran, Mamaiva Paurusham Rupam Gopika Janamohanam. Radha Rani saying, my male form, my Purush form, my male form is known as Shri Krishna, who is the life of the gopis. So, Radha Rani is the Swamini of Shri Krishna. There's a reason we will hear. Yet there's no difference between Radha and Shri Krishna. Once, in Golok, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, seeing the age of Kali Yuga and the condition of the Kali Yuga, what is happening in Kali Yuga, he is thinking, "Main kya karu? What to do?" The world has become so, everything has become so corrupted. Everyone is following either the path of Gyan, Shankaracharya, Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Vedic rites and rituals, Karmakand, the path of Tantric also. And no one is doing bhakti, which he is recommended. That is the only path. He says in the Gita, Naham Vedena tapasa na jnane na chejjaya. Chapter 11, verse 53, Gita. Arjun, neither through the practice of Vedic rites and rituals, through fasting, austerities, charity, etc., can I be known or seen or attained. None of this can help. So how to attain Shri Krishna? So in the first verse he tells us in chapter 11 verse 53 how he cannot be attained. In the next verse he says, Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya ahamevam vidhorjuna gyatum drashtum tattvena praveshtum cha parantapaha. Chapter 11 verse 54 Gita. Whether one wants to attain the knowledge of Shri Krishna, one wants to see his divine form, attain his divine bliss, to merge into him into the formless aspect, whatever one wants to attain. Only one thing, Ananya Bhakti, exclusive love, exclusive devotion, only bhakti. But no one is practicing. They're saying just be jnani. Shri Krishna makes it very clear. A lot of people are saying that self-realization is God-realization. Just attain the knowledge of the self and you have attained God. Shri Krishna says, no, Brahma bhutah prasannatmana shochati na kankshati samah sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Chapter 18, verse 54, Gita. Shri Krishna says that Brahma Bhut, meaning Paramhans, self-realized soul, one who's attained the knowledge that I am the self, the Atma, the soul, is subject to downfall until and unless he does something. He does what? Bhakti for Shri Krishna. Bhaktya tunanyayash bhaktya mam vijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvata tatu mam tatu gyata vishati tadanantaram. Chapter 18, verse 55, Gita. Shri Krishna is making it very clear. Without bhakti, without the path of bhakti, love in Shri Krishna, no one can attain Brahma Gyan or knowledge of God. One can attain Atma Gyan, impossible in Kali Yuga. Almost impossible. But it's possible, then we can say, yeah, okay. But no one can attain Brahma Gyan, knowledge of Shri Krishna, without bhakti. The Atma Jnani crosses one Maya, Avidya Maya. But to cross Vidya Maya, he has to do bhakti. Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vayi Prapadyanti Maya Metantarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. Shri Krishna makes it very clear. He says this Gunamai Maya. This Vidya Maya, it's a power that belongs to him. It's divine power. No one can cross it by themselves. No Jnani, Rishi, Muni, Yogi, no one. How to become free from Maya? Mame vaye prapadyante. Ev, only the one who completely surrenders to Shri Krishna. Bhakti. Then Shri Krishna will say to Maya, okay, leave him, leave her, they're mine now. Then Maya will go. So Shri Krishna is thinking, I have to bring back the part of bhakti. I have to make it alive again. One aim. Secondly, Shri Krishna is thinking, I am so beautiful. I am so beautiful. How beautiful is Shri Krishna? Mero pyaro pyaro, mero pyaro pyaro, Murali varo, japar kaam karoran varo. Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu has written very beautifully, beautiful kirtan. Beautiful in his Braj Ras Madhuri, describing how beautiful is Shri Krishna. The most beautiful person in the material world is Kamdev, the god of love. And how beautiful is Shri Krishna? Even the beauty of uncountable Kamdevs combined cannot compare to the beauty of Shri Krishna. Mero pyaro pyaro, murali varo, japar kaam karoran varo. मोर मुकुट पीतांबर धारो, चल अलमस्त चाल मतवारो। शुक सनकादिक तो कह प्यारो, इकटक लखत समाधि बिसारो। These are the greatest of Paramhans. Sanakadik, Sanak Sanana Sanatan Sanat Kumar, Shukadev Paramhans. A Paramhans is one who neither sees, hears, smell, taste, touch anything except himself. Can't even see. Yet the beauty, Shri Krishna is so beautiful that they've forgotten their samadhi. And they are staring without blinking at the beauty of Shri Krishna. So Shri Krishna is thinking, I am so beautiful, yet I cannot experience it. I cannot taste the bliss of my beauty. How much the gopis are enjoying, how much Radha Rani is, how much bliss she's getting from looking at me. I cannot experience. Nij chhavi lakhi man सोचत प्यारो, उर लगाऊ राधा तनु धारो. See how beautiful he's thinking. Oh, if I was Radha Rani, I would hug me and I will get so much bliss. How to experience this bliss of Radha Rani? So Shri Krishna decided that I have to come. Take this special descension in order to experience what Radha Rani is experiencing. Shri Krishna had to become a devotee, he had to take the form of Radha Rani. So one aim was to revive bhakti, to show the supremacy of bhakti, the path of loving God, the path of devotion. And secondly, Shri Krishna to experience the mellowness of what Radha Rani is experiencing. So she descended in one form, Radha and Krishna. That descension is known as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. This descension took place, according to the English calendar, in the year 1486. 18th of February in Navadvip in India. The month of Phagun, the full moon night. It's normally the time we celebrate in Holi. Next day is Holi. This is the night of Holika Dahan, where Prahlad was saved. So on that special night of full moon, 18th of February 1486, Radha Krishna descended in one form, Lord Chaitanya. Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurangir Naam Re, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurangir Naam Re, Ehi Gaurango Nadiyavare, Ehi Gaurango Nadiyavare, Braj ke Radhe Shyam Re, Braj ke Radhe Shyam Re, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurangir Naam Re, Bhitar Sham Gaur Bahar Te, Bhitar Sham Gaur Bahar Te, Yugal Roop Abhiram Re, Yugal Roop Abhiram Re, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, भज गौरांगेर नाम रे. Jagat Gautam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is written beautifully in this kirtan. Chant the name of Gaurang Mahaprabhu. The same Gaurang Mahaprabhu who lived in Nadia is the same Shri Radha Krishna from Braj. On the inside, Bhitar, he Sham. In other words, he Shri Krishna. Or Bahar, outwardly, extremely fair. Gaur. There's another name, he's got the name Gaur Hari. Shri Krishna is darkish in complexion. Gaur Hari, the fair Hari. Outwardly, beautiful, extremely fair. In other words, Radharani. Yugala Roop. He was the combination of Radha Krishna. In order to experience that mellowness, he had to take the form of Radharani. So Gaurang Mahaprabhu, I'm not going to go in great detail. He just stayed in the earth for 48 years. Performed many wonderful pastimes, revived the path of bhakti, drenched many souls in the divine love of Radha Krishna. Started the Sankirtan movement, chanting the name, showing the supremacy of chanting the name of Shri Radha Krishna. But only stayed for 48 years. Before he left, he told his mother, Sachima, I will come back 2 more times. I'm going to come back 2 more times. This promise he gave. This promise, being Bhagavan himself, cannot be false, was fulfilled the first time in the year 1922. In the exact place we are sitting right now. This place called Manhgar, originally now called Bhakti Dham. The occasion of Sharad Purnima. There are many divine celebrations in Hinduism. Janmashtami, Radhashtami, the appearance of the Lord, Shri Krishna, Janmashtami, as Radharani, Radhashtami, Ram Navami, etc. Many. But there is no greater divine celebration than Sharad Purnima. Why? Because Shri Krishna performed Maharas on the occasion of Sharad Purnima. What is this Maharas? There are 3 things. One is Ras, one is Ras, and one is Maharas. Ras, this is Shri Krishna is called Ras in the Vedas. Raso vai sahara sagvam hevayam labdho nandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad chapter 2 verse 7. Raso vai saha. Shri Krishna is Ras. He is Ras, bliss. Happiness, bliss. Now, when Shri Krishna takes the essence of all rases, all divine bliss, and gives it to a few souls, whom we call gopis, this is called ras. Again, the essence of all rases, all divine bliss. How many divine bliss there are? Taken all the essence of all the divine bliss and distributed to these deserving souls, the gopis, few of them, this is called ras. When this ras is given to uncountable gopis, This is called Maharas. A little more than 5,000 years ago, in Vrindavan, this Maharas was given by Shri Krishna to thousands and thousands of gopis. On the night of Sharad Purnima, it looked like one night, ek raat, but in fact it was billions of nights. Brahmaratri. The movement of the stars, the moon, the sun, everything was stopped. And this ras, this Maharas that Shri Krishna had with the gopis went on for one night of Brahma, which is called one kalp. 4,294,080,000 years. This is how long Maharas went on for. Little more than 5,000 years ago. We won't understand. Don't try to. Just listen. Don't think I am understanding. I'm just saying what my spiritual master has given to me. So this happened on the full moon night, the winter full moon, which is called Sharad Purnima, normally occurs in the month of October. On the 5th of October, in the year 1922, according to the English calendar, 5th of October, this was the night of Sharad Purnima, midnight, 12 midnight, that promise that Gaurang Mahaprabhu had made to his mother was fulfilled the first time. Remember, he said two. This was the first. He descended in the lap of Ma Bhagavati, where we see Bhakti Mandir today, the Janmasthan, the place of his appearance. He appeared in the lap. This descension is the supreme of all descensions. The supreme of all descensions. There's no descension that can equate this descension that happened. On such the most special of occasions. The name was given to this child, Kripalu, the one who gives Kripa. To all, whether deserving or not deserving. That's why it's the most supreme of all descensions. Not going to go again, also time wouldn't allow me, into great details in Sri Maharaji's Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu's life history. But just to briefly say anyhow, many of us know, and some other time we will hear, after making great Sammelan, two great Sammelan was set up by Sri Maharaji, as we lovingly call him. The first one was in Chitrakoot in the year 1956, the month of October. Huge spiritual conference, Mahasammelan. Millions of people attended. All the greatest spiritual scholars. Following this, in the year 1956, so the first one was 1955, the month of October in Chitrakoot, 1955. The following year, 1956, again in the month of October, the second Sammelan, the spiritual conference, was held in Kanpur. And there, an invitation was given to Sri Maharaji from the Kashi Vidvat Parishad to come to Varanasi. Hearing about this young boy, at that time, Sri Maharaji was just 34 years of age. This young boy who's master in all the scriptures, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, all the Shastras. At such a young age, no one could believe. This Kashi Vidvat Parishad comprised of 500 of the greatest spiritual scholars in India at that time. Each one of them having made one scripture of Sanatan Dharma their lifelong study. They were not willing to accept anyone as being knowledgeable without testing them. So they invited him. An invitation was sent to Sri Maharaji via the General Secretary Raj Narayan Shat Shastri in Kanpur to come to Varanasi. Sri Maharaji accepted the invitation and went to Varanasi the following year, 1957, January. Now, before Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, there were only 4 original Jagat Gurus. 4. Mool Jagat Guru. Mool. What does Mool Jagat Guru or original Jagat Guru mean? When someone goes before a body of the greatest spiritual scholars, spiritual minds, and there's a debate, something called Shastrart, a debate on the scripture, and his knowledge is proven to be greater than all of them combined, they then bestow upon that person the title of Jagat Guru. This was only given to 4 entities. Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Jagat Guru Nimbarkacharya, Jagat Guru Ramanujacharya, Jagat Guru Madhavacharya. After they left, someone just went and sat on the seat on their throne and called himself Jagat Guru. Nobody bestowed a title on them. So there are thousands and thousands. But original, only 4. After Jagat Guru Ramanujacharya, a period of about at least 500 years passed, there was no other original Jagat Guru until Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. So, Sri Maharaji, again as we lovingly call him, went to Varanasi, and there he spoke in Sanskrit for 9 days to this assembly of the Kashi Vidvat Parishad. After 9 days, they had a meeting, all the scholars. And they said, look, now who is going to have the Shastrart, this debate with him? We have listened to him, we invited him to come here. He's delivered these discourses and we have listened. Now, it's time we should do something. Saying that, they said, okay, it's fine to have a debate, but we can have a debate with someone who is worldly, who has studied the scriptures, who's taken birth in this world. We can have this debate, this Shastrat, but how can we have a debate with a divine dissension? Impossible. They all agreed it was impossible that they could have a debate. So they said, okay, then we have to give the title to him without any debate. Many things are happening only for the first time in history. For the first time, a title is going to be given, Jagat Guru, without any debate, any Shastrat. Many titles were given. A little synopsis. We all hear it. Srimad Padavakya Pramana Paravareen Vedmar Pratisthapana Acharya Nikhil Darshan Samanvaya Acharya Sanatan Vedic Dharma Pratishthapan Sat Sampradaya Paramacharya Bhakti Yoga Rasa Avatar Bhagavanand Shri Vibhushit Jagat Guru 1008 Swami Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj. It's a title. There are many, many titles in this. One I want to take special emphasis on, Bhakti Yoga Rasa Avatar. This was the title bestowed by the Kashi Vidvat Parishad on Sri Maharaji. One of the title, Bhakti Yoga Rasa Avatar. The word avatar doesn't mean incarnation. It's a wrong translation. Many times people take dictionary and translate and give the wrong translation of Sanskrit. The word avatar means to come down, to descend. Like someone is standing on top of a building and he comes to the ground, he has descended. So when God descends from his divine abode into the world, we say he has taken avatar. He has descended. He has come down. So avatar refers only to divine entity, to Bhagavan, to God. So by saying that Sri Maharaji, Kripalu Mahaprabhu, is avatar, they are saying that he is a divine descension. God has descended. Now, two things come here. Bhakti, ras, and yog. Yog means to join, combination. What does bhakti mean? Sri Krishna has infinite powers, uncountable powers. Everything he has is infinite. This is why a name for Sri Krishna in Vedas is Anant. Anantaschatma Vishwarupo Hyakarta Ved. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Ved. But, so everything, all his power, everything that Sri Krishna has are infinite. He has infinite powers. Out of his infinite powers, three are most important, main, pramukh. Krishner Ananta Shakti, Tate Tin Pradhan, Chit Shakti, Maya Shakti, Jiva Shakti Nam, Antaranga, Bahiranga, Tatastha Kahijare, Antaranga, Swarupa Shakti, Shabar Upare, Chaitanya Charitamrita. The three main powers are Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, Maya Shakti. Chit Shakti or Swarup Shakti is also known as Antaranga Shakti or personal potency of Sri Krishna. Jiv Shakti is also known as Tatastha Shakti or marginal power. As even though it's a fraction of Sri Krishna, it's also under the control of Maya. And Maya Shakti is known as Bahiranga Shakti or external potency. This is also expressed in Vishnu Puran. Vishnu Shakti Para Prokta Kshetagya Tatha Para Avidya Karma Sangyana Titiya Shakti Ruchyate. Now, out of the three main powers of Sri Krishna, Chit Shakti, Jiv Shakti, Maya Shakti, the Chit Shakti or Swarup Shakti is the most intimate power of Sri Krishna. His most personal power. This Swarup Shakti is again classified in three aspects: Hladani, Sandhani, Samvit. Hladani, Sandhani, Samvit Tvaye ka sarva sanshay hladata pakari mishra tvaino guna varjite. Vishnu Puran. Now, we all know that Sri Krishna has three aspects. God has three aspects: Sat, Chit, Anand. So he's called Sachidanand. Sat means supreme existence. Chit refers to supreme knowledge. And Anand refers to supreme bliss. So the Swarup Shakti of Sri Krishna in the Sat aspect is known as Sandhani. In the Chit aspect, she is known as Samvit. And in the Anand aspect, she is known as Hladani. Sat Chit Anandamay Krishnera Swarup Atev Swarupa Shakti Hai Tindarup Anandanshe Hladani Sandanshe Sandhani Chidanshe Shambhid Jare Jnana Karimani. Chaitanya Charitamrita. This Hladani Shakti or bliss potency is the most important intimate power of Sri Krishna that keeps him happy all the time, always in bliss, in spite of having to note each and every thought of each and every individual soul in the uncountable solar systems. This Hladani bliss potency. Now, Sat, remember I told you three aspects of Sri Krishna: Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat merges into Chit, so Chit contains both existence as well as knowledge, and Sat and Chit merges into Anand, so Anand contains all three of existence, knowledge as well as bliss. So the Anand aspect of Sri Krishna is the highest aspect. In the same way, the Hladani Shakti is the highest aspect of Swarup Shakti of Sri Krishna. Furthermore, Hladani Shara Ansha Tar Prema Nam. The essence, the highest point of this Hladani Shakti is called Bhakti, Prem, divine love. And the highest point of this Bhakti, this Prem, is called Mahabhav, which is also Radharani. In other words, Bhakti is Radharani. And as I told you before, Ras. In the Vedas, Sri Krishna is called Ras. Raso Vai Saha, Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 7. So Bhakti, Radharani. Ras, Sri Krishna. Yog, Bhakti Yoga Ras Avatar. The combination of divine love, bliss. The dissension of that combination. In other words, Yugal Sarkar. So just as Sri Gaurang Mahaprabhu is called Yugal Sarkar, Bhitar Sham Gaur Bahar Te Yugal Roop Abhiram Re. In the same way, the Kashi Vidvat Parishad is pronouncing that Kripalu Mahaprabhu is the same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By giving the title Bhakti Yoga Rasa Avatar. In this dissension, though, there's something special. How do we know that it is the same Gaurang Mahaprabhu? So, Mahabhav, so the soul, there are 8 stages of divine love. Siddha Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, Sneh Bhakti, Man Bhakti, Pranay Bhakti, Rag Bhakti, Anurag Bhakti, Bhavesh Bhakti, Mahabhav. This is as high as the individual soul can attain. Now, this Mahabhav Bhakti again has divisions that no soul can attain. And the highest division, not even Sri Krishna can attain, Madanak Mahabhav. This is reserved only for Radharani. I'm not going to go in great detail here. Madanakh Mahabhav. Even Shri Krishna cannot experience. This is reserved only for Radharani. When Radha Krishna descended in the form of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, he exhibited the Madanakh Mahabhav during his descension. And when he came as Kripalu Mahaprabhu, devotees who were very fortunate also were blessed to see that Madanakh Mahabhav in his form, proving that he is Radharani, he is the same Gaurang Mahaprabhu. And even more graceful than the previous descension. It is the same Gaurang Mahaprabhu, but in this descension, he is even more graceful. And this is why he is called Kripalu. That without even thinking if the soul is deserving or non-deserving, he is showering Kripa, Kripa, Kripa. Radharani is Kripa. And he is Kripalu, given all this Kripa, distributing. Deserving, not deserving, doesn't care which country you're from, which race you belong, which jati, nothing. Distributing, that divine. This is why this is the most supreme descension that will ever happen. Now, someone may say, okay, you are saying, but to the believers, they're very happy to hear this, that our Gurudev is the supreme descension. Radha Krishna has come as Gurudev, as our Guru. For the non-believers will say, oh, we don't believe. He's a saint. He's proven by his great knowledge that he is a saint, divine saint. But we can't accept that he is God descended. Okay, no problem. Even if we accept that he is just a saint, Mahapurush, divine, one who's attained God realization, Naraji in Bhagavad Mahapuran says to Yudhishthir, Yasya sakshat bhagavati jnana deepaprade gurau martya sadhi shrutam tasya sarvam kunjara shauchavat. This is our pratana, it we say in the evening. Naraji is saying to Yudhishthir, 7 Canto, 15th chapter, 26th verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Naraji says, know the Guru, the one who lights the lamp of knowledge in the heart of the soul, to be Shri Krishna personified. Sakshat Bhagavan. Do not see him as a material man. And one who does that is like an elephant bath. The elephant takes bath in the river and then goes on the bank and throws dirt on itself. In other words, it will not benefit you. Next verse. Eshavai Bhagavan Sakshat Pradhan Purusheshwara Yogeshwarair Vrimigyaghir Loko Yamanyate Naram. 7 Canto, 15, chapter 27 verse. Again, Naraji is saying, this again is a verse we say in our pratana. No, the saying to be the personification. Eshavai Bhagavan. Which Bhagavan? Pradhan Purush, the governor of Pradhan, the governor of Maya. In other words, Shri Krishna. The greatest yogis are dying to attain the dust of his feet, but the worldly soul just see him like an ordinary worldly man. Bhagwan Krishna himself says, another pratna or prathana, Acharya mam vijaniyan navamanyet karhichit namartya buddhya suyet Sarvadeva Mayo Guru. Eleventh Canto, 17th chapter, 27 verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Shri Krishna is saying, Udhav, know the saint to be Shri Krishna, me, Mam Vijaniya, know him to be me, Shri Krishna. Do not see him as a worldly man, do not use your material mind and intellect to understand him, and know that all forms of God resides in him. So whether we accept that he is divine descension or that he is a saint is the same. Naraji tells us, Tasmins tajjane bheda bhavat. Narad Bhakti Sutra. There is no difference between God and the saint. They are one and the same. But for us who are devotees, who are the believers, many of us have experienced, we have had the greatest fortune of being in his association. A moment, just to have that moment with this master. I told you that Shri Krishna has a master, that Shri Krishna is a supreme master. But he also has a master, and that master is Radharani, his Swamini. But they also have a master. Shri Krishna says, Nirapeksham munim shantam niravairam samadarshanam anubrajameham nityam puyitang ghirenu 11 Canto, 14 chapter, 16 verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Shri Krishna says, Udhav, I run after my saints. I run after them. Why? To protect him? No. I already do that sitting in his heart. Then why are you running after him? So that when he walks and the dust will fly, it will come on my body and I'll become purified. I become a slave. In other words, he is my master. So, our master, Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Ji Mahaprabhu, is even the master of Shri Radha Krishna. To have even a moment with him, and we have had more than a moment. Many of us have had that great fortune, that greatest fortune of being in his association. Even a moment destroys uncountable sins. The scriptures tell us. There's so much benefit. Many of us will think, okay, but you have had association, we don't have it. We cannot see him, an associate. Don't think like that. Just as when God descends in the world, he came as Shri Krishna, Ram. In the age of Treta Yuga, he descended as Shri Ram, stayed 11,000 years and then left. In the age of Dwapar, he came as Shri Krishna, stayed 125 years and then left. But nobody thinks that God has gone, that there is no Bhagavan. In the same way, when God himself, Radha Krishna, has descended as Shri Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, why should we think that he is gone? He is here with us every moment, sitting in our heart. He's protecting, he's guiding, he's showering his grace upon us. Always feel, this is up to us to have that feeling and know that he is with us. Everything we benefit spiritually is only by his grace. And now he's showering even more grace. Those who have not had his association, that they've only heard his lecture, they've only heard about him, and they have gone crazy wanting to find him. Making him his guru, he's showering even more graces. Do not have any fear. Know him to be our supreme master. Accept him in your heart, and you will attain everything. There's much more, but some other time. Bole Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Shri Radha Rani ki, Pyari Pyari Amma ki, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.